Thank you for opening the video. Smile Trouble Consultation Room. Is there anyone who has been diagnosed with panic disorder and is worried that their symptoms are not improving even after various treatments? I made this video because I wanted to help people who are suffering from such problems. Please watch till the end. Panic disorder has three symptoms: panic attacks, anticipatory anxiety, and agoraphobia. Symptoms include a sudden feeling of fear and anxiety to the point where you think you might die, as well as palpitations, dizziness, increased blood pressure, and difficulty breathing. Worried about what happened to his body, he goes to the hospital, but tests such as a CT scan show no abnormalities. However, if you leave it untreated, you will end up having panic attacks over and over again. If this continues many times, people around you will look at you coldly and tell you that you're having a hard time even though there's nothing wrong with you, or if you have a panic attack and lie down during work, you'll be labeled as unable to work. It is also connected to being pasted. Also, depressive symptoms may appear at the same time, so you will need to see a psychiatrist or psychosomatic doctor. Panic disorder has three symptoms. First, a panic attack is a sudden feeling of fear or anxiety that causes symptoms such as palpitations, dizziness, increased blood pressure, and difficulty breathing. When you have a panic attack repeatedly, you worry about having another attack, which is called anticipatory anxiety. Panic attacks may subside over time, but they will return again after a while. Then, even when you don't have a panic attack, you start to worry that the same attack will happen again. Also, in case a seizure occurs at any time, people try to avoid situations where they cannot get help or places where they have previously had a seizure, which is called agoraphobia. You may not be able to go out and your social life will be affected. Although the mechanism and causes of panic disorder are still unknown, it is believed that the symptoms of panic disorder appear when the sympathetic nervous system becomes overactive when a person encounters a dangerous situation. When the sympathetic nervous system becomes overactive, people experience strong anxiety. Strong anxiety causes excessive activity of the sympathetic nervous system, and excessive activity of the sympathetic nervous system causes even stronger anxiety. This vicious cycle is thought to be the mechanism behind panic disorder attacks. It is said that triggers for panic attacks include overwork, lack of sleep, stress, and colds. Treatments for panic disorder include drug therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and Morita therapy. For drug therapy, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors called SSRIs and anti-anxiety drugs are used. The goal is to be able to continue living your daily life without experiencing symptoms even after discontinuing drug therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps you learn to feel that it's okay to avoid places and situations in order to eliminate anticipatory anxiety. By reducing stress by changing the way you look at things and think, and by putting yourself in places and situations that you have been avoiding, you can gradually expand the range of actions you can take without causing a seizure. The following is a summary of the tendencies of people who are suffering from neuroses such as panic disorder and obsessive-compulsive disorder, who are treated by Morita therapy. People with characteristics such as a competitive personality tend to have this tendency. It is believed that having a strong desire for life can lead to a strong sense of anxiety, causing heart palpitations, which in turn makes you feel even more anxious, creating a vicious cycle. Do not try to forcefully eliminate feelings of anxiety and fear. The goal is to live constructively and realize your own way of life. It is characterized by accepting anxiety and conflicts as they are, and it becomes important to acquire a natural self. If you go to a psychiatrist or psychosomatic physician, they will prescribe you medication. Is there anyone who has the following questions when their symptoms do not improve even after treatment and medicine are prescribed? Why do my symptoms improve only when I'm taking the medicine, but when I stop taking them, do they return to their previous state? Isn't medicine a symptomatic treatment rather than a fundamental treatment? That's the question. Even though your symptoms are not improving with your current treatment, you should take what your doctor says with a grain of salt and try to think for yourself why these symptoms are occurring. I feel like I shouldn't quit. The prescribed medicine is SSRI, which means that the secretion of serotonin is involved, so if you think about the brainstem, you will get closer to the real cause. As I mentioned earlier, the exact mechanism and causes of panic disorder are not yet clear, but it is thought that the overactive sympathetic nervous system is the cause. This means that the release of neurotransmitters when sympathetic nerves are in excess is involved. Therefore, it is thought that disturbances in neurotransmitters such as serotonin are involved. Serotonin is also called the happy hormone and has the role of stabilizing the mind by suppressing the effects of dopamine and noradrenaline. It is a neurotransmitter in the brain that is biosynthesized from the essential amino acid tryptophan. The serotonin nucleus is located in the raphe nuclei group in the brainstem. Serotonin cell bodies exist here, and neurons extend to various parts of the body. Disturbed serotonin secretion means that brainstem function is disrupted. If you think about what is causing the disruption of brainstem function and treat that area, the symptoms of panic disorder will improve. Panic disorder is not caused by a mental problem. Although it is not the cause, stress can be a trigger for panic attacks. When we think about the structure and function of nerves, we can reach certain parts of the body. It's the neck. The neck is an important area that affects the brainstem. However, even if it is known that the cause is in the neck, many people do not know what treatment to treat the neck. Self-care, stretching, and massage of the neck do not improve the symptoms. Even if you directly approach the stiffness in your neck or shoulders, the symptoms will not improve. Many clinics do something to treat the stiffness, but that doesn't mean the stiffness is putting pressure on the nerves or blood vessels. Panic disorder has 3 symptoms: panic attacks, anticipatory anxiety, and agoraphobia. You are suddenly attacked by a feeling of fear or anxiety, and symptoms such as palpitations, dizziness, increased blood pressure, and difficulty breathing occur. Although the exact mechanisms and causes of panic disorder have not been elucidated, it is believed that disturbances in neurotransmitters such as serotonin are involved. Disruption of serotonin secretion means that brainstem function is disrupted. The area that affects the brainstem is located in the neck. The neck is an important part of the body when considering the structure and function of the nerves. If you would like to know more about the neck, which is the real cause of panic disorder, or information on neck treatments that can improve panic disorder, please see the About section. Please click on the URL of the Smile Counseling Room homepage. There is no consultation fee. We will treat you with compassion and care. Thank you for watching the video until the end.